Hey, listen, real fast, real quick, I want to go ahead and get started. I want to talk about something sexy. I want to talk about the launch process, right? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you, as a new trader, what you should be doing in order to get your business off to the fast start. See, this process right here is the launch. You have to understand a few things in order to get this launch going. But before we actually tap in, I want to make sure that you do everything you can to stay focused. Hey, listen, turn your phone on vibrate, mute. I want you to turn the radio down, TV off, whatever you got to do. Make sure you're in a quiet place. Make sure you got a pen and paper because we're getting ready to legitimately tap in for the win. And remember, note takers are money makers, so definitely take some notes. So in order for us to go ahead and be sure that we do something really attractive, which means learn how to solve a problem, turn it into a business, and we'll never be broke. I'm going to show you right now how to turn it into a business. See, the Academy is teaching you how to solve a problem. The problem is learning how to make more money, learning the skill set of trading. Today, we're going to turn this into a business. Now, before we can actually turn this into a business, I want you to understand that what we need to do and focus on is we got to make sure that we actually have a target. So I want you to understand something. As I write this down, we have what we call tar and we have get, right? So I want you to understand there's a root word of target, which is get. In order for you to actually have a true target, there has to be something that you're trying to get, trying to accomplish. Now, in order for you to be sure that you have something you're trying to accomplish, you're going to have something that is really important, which is a goal. Now, understand that in our team, in our investment group, we talk about what we call wealth codes all the time. Goal is a wealth code. Goal stands for go out and live, right? Understand that in order for you to have a true target, in order for you to want to get something, you're going to have a goal, which is go out and live. But this goal has to be so big, so important. This goal has to be so magnificent that you're willing to do whatever it takes in order to accomplish that goal. You're willing to do the activities. You're willing to do the sweat work. You're willing to do the hard work. You're willing to die in order to hit that goal. Now, die is actually a wealth code, right? It stands for do it every day. What are you willing to do every single day? That's what I mean by die. What are you willing to do every single day in order for you to hit your goal? So we have to understand, in order for us to really truly have a goal, in order for us to have a target, in order for us to actually have activities to do every single day, we have to understand what exactly are the leadership positions that we have in our academy. So the first part is we have what we call a Platinum 150. Now, a Platinum 150 is the first leadership position. That's where you have 3 customers in your organization. Now, with 3 customers, what you're going to find yourself is the company is going to compensate you $150 every single month for you referring 3 individuals to this platform. Now, the next is going to be what we call a Platinum 600. Now, Platinum 600 is where you're going to have 12 customers in the academy. Now, those 12 customers are going to not have to be someone you personally enrolled. Those 12 customers are going to be customers that potentially are placed underneath you, or customers that you enrolled who told a few people, and your classroom grew to 12. Now, you go from making $150 a month for those 3 to now you're making $600 a month for now your classroom growing to 12. The next position is what we call a Platinum 1000. Now, a Platinum 1000 is where your classroom grows to 30 customers. Now, those 30 customers, once again, are not necessarily individuals that you personally sponsored. Those are individuals that we call spillover, like I said before, individuals, customers that were placed underneath you because we only have 3 legs. So that means that as long as the person above you has more than 3 people in their business, they're going to have to place other customers that they get underneath one of their, 3 legs. So imagine you actually referring 3 or 4 people yourself, but then you have an individual placed in one of your legs who actually becomes a Platinum 600. That means that individual brought in 12 customers out in their organization, but those 12 customers that they brought in counts towards your 30, so that way you can accomplish and hit your goal of making $1,000 a month. Now, the next position that I want to share with you is what we call a Platinum 2000. A Platinum 2000 is where you have 75 customers in your organization. Now, those 75 customers, once again, are customers you didn't necessarily have to worry about bringing in personally, but those 75 customers are individuals in your organization, customers that are in your downline, who are introducing and showing the plan and talking to other individuals, and those count towards your next goals. That Platinum 2000 is $2,000 every single month. Understand, if you're making $1,000, $600, $2,000 every single month on a residual basis, paid out every single week, that $2,000 is $500 every single week. You could put that money and trade that money and multiply that money. Wow. Listen, a lot of people, a lot of investors, a lot of traders, they lose money in the market because they're too tied emotionally to their money. They're too tied emotionally to their money. Whenever they see a little bit of loss, they get out. Whenever they don't give the trade enough time to breathe because they're emotionally tied. Imagine if you knew you had a guaranteed money coming in every single Friday. That would make you a better trader, because it will make you a patient trader. It would make you not emotional. That's the reason why a lot of traders actually make a lot of money in their demo accounts, but they don't make a lot of money in their real accounts, because they make bad decisions because they're emotionally tied to that trade. Now, the next leadership position that we're going to discuss is what we call a Platinum 5000 position. A Platinum 5000 position is when you have 225 customers in your business. Once again, not because you enrolled 225, but because collectively your organization has introduced 225 new customers to the platform, the IM.Academy. Now, the next position is the first leadership position that I want to introduce. That position right there is what we call a Chairman 10 position. And this is where you have 500 customers in your organization, and the Academy is now paying you $10,000 a month, $2,500 every single week in the Academy. That's the first elite position in the Academy. This is where everybody should want to at least get to as fast as possible. Now you're making 6 figures on a residual basis. Now, there's a difference on residual income. See, residual income creates happiness. You know what I'm saying? Think about what rich is. See, their wealth codes, we talked about them a little bit. We're really big on wealth codes. Rich stands for residual income creates happiness. This is exactly where you start having fun, and you can start really having fun at Chairman 10, right? Now, the next position that I'm going to introduce to you is what we call a Chairman 25. Now, Chairman 25 is where you're going to have 1,250 customers in your organization, right? The 1,250 customers in your organization, now the Academy is now compensating you $25,000 every single month. $25,000 on residual income every single month. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. You could actually do a lot of attractive things with that type of money on a regular monthly basis. The next position is going to be called a Chairman 50. A Chairman 50 is where you're going to have 2,500 customers in your organization. That's $50,000 every single month. Then we have a Chairman 100. A Chairman 100 is where you're going to have 5,000 customers in your organization, and the company is compensating you $100,000 on residual income every single month. The next position is what we call a Chairman 250. Now, Chairman 250 is where you're going to have 15,000 customers in your organization, and now the Academy is paying you right now $250,000 every single month residually. Then you're going to have next one is a Chairman 500. A Chairman 500 is where now you're going to have 30,000 customers in your organization, and the Academy is paying you $500,000 every single month. And then finally, the next position at this time is 750. Chairman 750 this is where you're going to have 70,000 customers in your organization, and you're getting compensated $750,000 every single month residually. Listen, I've never seen a better comp plan than this right here. I mean, this is big time money, but the crazy part about it is this is big time money for a skill set. See, most times when I've been enrolled into different companies, I was learning how to sell a product or a service. Here, you're learning a skill, but watch this. You're learning a skill that you can pass on to your children. You're learning a skill that can pay all your bills. You're learning a skill that majority of the population wish they knew how to trade or how to invest. You're learning a skill that is sexy. You're learning a skill that the world is transitioning to, a digital currency. You're learning ahead of the game. You're ahead of the curve. You're what we call an early adopter. You're someone who basically is going to get this knowledge before the masses. That's a big deal. And there's other people like you who want to get this knowledge before the masses. So there's two parts to this academy. I know you're new and you're just getting started, so welcome, and understand that there's two parts to this academy. And the first part is you becoming a customer, and the second part is you becoming an IBO. Now, they're two separate parts, so understand you don't have to be an IBO, and you could only be a customer if you choose to. Now, the benefit of you being a customer, of course, is you have access to our customer tools. You have access to become a profitable trader. You have access to our products, our videos, our training. You have access to our Go Live, which is our live education. You have access to our curriculum, so you can get the basics of what it is and how and what trading is all about. As a customer, you have full access to our platform, okay? So you definitely want to be sure that you are a customer and you're here today because you just got started as a customer. Now, the other piece is an IBO. An IBO is what we call an independent business owner. An independent business owner basically is someone who can take part in the residual income that I just went over. Now, in order to become a customer, as you already know, it's $235 one time to enroll. And in order for you to become an IBO, it's $16 for you to enroll and to become an IBO. As a customer, you can enroll 2 people to the platform and become what we call 2 and free. What that means is you do not have to pay the monthly tuition in the academy of $175. You can just enroll 2 friends or family or someone to the academy, and the academy says that you no longer have to pay that monthly tuition. That is the benefit of being a customer. Now, when should you become an IBO? Now, you should become an IBO on your 4th customer being enrolled. And here's the reason why. Some people say on your 3rd customer. I recommend on your 4th. And here's the reason. On your 2nd, you were 2 and free. On your 3rd, you were 2 and free. And then now that you have your 4th, you have 10 days. You have 10 days to actually place that 4th customer under one of your original 3. Now, everything is strategic. So let's just say, for example, you enroll your 4th customer and your tuition is due in 3 days. Well, now you've placed your 4th customer. Now you have a 10-day grace period. You can wait those 3 days, let your tuition renew for free. Then you can upgrade to a IBO and then place your 4th customer underneath one of your 3 legs, and then all that within the 10 days, and you still now have another month where you can continue to build. And now that you upgraded, before you can get your next billing, we can work to get you to what we call a Platinum 600, to where you're making $600 on a monthly basis, which is $150 a week. And you possibly you could take that money out to pay that $175 tuition. because once you upgrade to become an IBO, now you lose the 2 and free. I mean, the company cannot pay you thousands of dollars every single month and not receive any monies on a monthly basis from you, right? So you have to be an active customer in order to get that monthly residual coming in, because of course the company has to stay open. It only makes sense, right? So you want to upgrade on your 4th customer and be sure to place them within the first 10 days. So now that you have the numbers of what you have to do, now that you have the goals, now that you have the target of where you want to get to, what I need you to do is I need you to write down your goal. I need you to write down where you want to get to. I need you to write down what you want to accomplish, and I need you to text that to me, right? I need you to know that, and I need you to text that to me. Let me know. See, what we have is what we call A-type goals, B-type goals, and C-type goals. A-type goal is a goal that is definite. You know you can hit it. It's really easy. It's really simple. There's not going to be too much challenge to you accomplishing that goal. A B-type goal is a goal where it's like, yo, I can do it. I don't really know how. I know it's going to take some work. I know exactly what I have to do. I just know that it's not going to come too easy. I'm going to have to work for it. I'm going to have to really be serious, but I know I can hit it. It's like something that is really, it's reachable. I just got to put some work into it. That's a B-type goal. A C-type goal is like, look, that goal is so big. I don't even know how it's going to, I'm scared of it. That's how big that goal is. What I want you to do is I want you to write down your B-type goal, a goal that it's attainable. You know it is, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some activity, and it's going to take some discipline, but we can definitely accomplish that within a short period of time. I want a 90-day goal that you're going to write down. What leadership position do you want to accomplish in the next 90 days? No, in order to accomplish this goal, we're going to have a proper launch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to launch your business. Let's get it going, right? So you're going to hear that word launch a lot. And it's a few things, real easy stuff that we're going to have to do to launch your business. This is not really anything major technical. I'm going to keep this as basic as possible so that way you can get off and start running to a fast start. The first thing we're going to do in order to launch your business is we're going to have a 30-name list. Now, of course, if you want to hit like chairman goals and you want to, really take off and really accomplish things really fast, you probably want a 100-name list, but I don't want to scare nobody new. So I'm going to tell you to have a 30-name list. If you could put a 30-name list together of people that you know, we're talking about people who are over the age of 25, people who are, preferably married, homeowners, kids, people who have an entrepreneur mind, people who have a reason to win. See, this is where we're going to get now, of course, don't get me wrong. We have a lot of people in this company, oh my goodness, that are young, under 25, who are 6-figure earners, millionaires. We have a lot of people who are really successful. But what I'm saying to you is you definitely want to have individuals who are a center of influence in the community. These are individuals that who know a good amount of people, and we want to definitely encourage them because, the name cryptocurrency trading, Forex is getting around where people are becoming more intrigued. So you definitely want to put them on your list so that way they can know that you are the one to turn to, that you're the one who's going to help them and enroll them into the academy. So within the first 24 to 48 hours, what we want to do is we want to STP as much as possible. STP is a terminology you want to use. It's called show the plan. We want to show the plan as much as possible within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, how do we know if we want to show the plan to a new investor, someone who you bring on board? If you bring on board your friend Billy and you're like, hey, I don't know if Billy wants to just trade, or I don't know if Billy wants to build a business. What you want to do is you want to ask your friend a key question. The question is, hey, Billy, do you want to pay that $175 every single month out of your earnings in the market? Or do you want to have it waived and have it for free? Do you want to have the academy for free? You don't have to pay the $175 a month. If Billy says he wants it for free, then what that really means is he wants to build a business. He at least wants to get 2 and free at least. Even if he stays a customer, he just wants to at least be to and free. So we want to actually go through the same steps that we're going through, which is putting a 30-name list together and getting Billy on a fast start to have a successful launch, right? Now, how do we STP? How do we show the plan? It's really simple. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to be excited. See, in order for you to actually be intriguing, or in order for someone to want to learn more about what you do, you're going to have to be excited, man, especially when you talk to them, when you call them. You want to have some type of, enthusiasm in your voice, right? So once you become excited, once you get excited, the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to be in a rush. Be in a hurry, right? I need you to basically understand that we don't want people asking you a lot of questions. We want to let them know that you don't have a lot of time. We want to let them know that you're running into a meeting. We want to let them know you got something else going on. So that way they don't try to get you to be showing the plan right there on the call. They're not asking you what it is. It's explain it to me now. You're already in a hurry and you already have established that, right? And then finally, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can pique their interest. When I say pique their interest, what you got to have is what we call a power phrase. Now, a power phrase is a question that you're going to strike to them to get them to start thinking, right? So what you want to do with that power phrase is you want to start off by saying, hey, listen, Stan, I don't have a lot of time. I'm getting ready to run into a meeting, but I have a question. If there was a way for you to make money from copying numbers from one app to another app, would you want to know what that app is and how to use that app? And if they say yes, then guess what? That's their power phrase. Another power phrase could be, out of all the money that you've made over the past 10 years, 5 years or whatever have you, how much of that money has actually made you money? How much of that money has multiplied and made you money? And if they say none or not enough, then of course that's a power phrase and they might be interested, right? So once you actually pique their interest and give them a power phrase, then the next key thing you want to do is you want to get them on a Zoom call. This is where the show the plan will kick in, right? And the reason why I say Zoom call is because honestly, if you're not building locally, or even if you are, but if there's no in-person meeting within the next 24 to 48 hours, we want to get them on a Zoom call. Now, of course, we are building in almost every, you're going to build your business in almost every state possible and even countries. So you definitely want to get really good at the Zoom call. Have them download the Zoom, make sure that they have it downloaded, but let them know that you're going to send them the link to that call 30 minutes prior to the start of the call. And you want them to actually text you to let you know that they received the link. Now you're going to give them an action plan. You want to make sure you give them some type of action plan to make sure that they're tapped in. So that way, that's another sign of confirmation that they're going to be on that call. Now, here's the key thing. Once you get them on the call, now remember, you're not doing the call. An expert is going to be doing the call. Once you get them on that call, the next part is the three-way call, which is also called the third party. If you fail to do this piece, if you fail to get them on the call with another individual, a mentor, coach, a leader, then everything that we cover is for naught. like nothing. You have to legitimately let the mentor close out this thing for you. Don't try to do this on your own. You want to definitely do this piece right here. Do not try to do the close on your own. Do a three-way call. You have to be coachable and teachable. Follow this process. So what you want to do is you want to say, hey, listen, Stan, real quick, I got my mentor on the line, and let them know. And then once you let them know you got your mentor on the line, you want to go with the edification triangle, right? You want to be able to edify the individual who you are looking, the prospect, edify them, but you also want to edify your mentor. Edifying your mentor is definitely going to be key to your success because you want to let them know that he or she is someone important and someone you definitely want to be listening to, right? Now, once you've already introed your mentor, once you've done the introductions, you definitely want to be sure to mute yourself. Get out of the picture. Hey, listen, let your mentor cook. Let them go ahead and go to work for you. So mute yourself. Don't butt in. Don't give them, don't put your 2 cents in. They're the expert, so let them go ahead and do what they do best, which is close for you, right? So now what's going to happen is you're going to hear a few things, and as you become the person who's going to be doing the third party closes, you're going to be learning exactly what to say. Now, some of the things that you're going to hear and some of the things that they're going to say is they're going to ask some key questions like, hey, tell me something that you like about what you've seen or heard on the call. Because what we want to do is we want to make sure that they actually were paying attention. What's some of the things that you like of what you've seen or heard on the call? Now, remember this, key, whatever they like, you love. So if they say, hey, I like the fact that I can, copy and use the algorithms to take trades, and you could say, hey, I absolutely love that part as well. That's part of the reason why I got started. My schedule wasn't the type where I had all the flexibility and time to master this skill right away. So having the ability to copy and paste was a big component of my success and how I got started so fast off to a quick start, a successful start. So whatever they like, remember, you love. And so that's going to be something that you're going to use as a technique in order for you to close and have a successful close as well. And then what you want to do is you also want to go to the next question. Hey Stan, like how much money would you need to make on a monthly basis for where learning this skill be worth your while? Stan might say, I need to make an extra $1,000 a month, right? So then what you have to do is you have to go to the calculator. Once Stan says that you got to make an extra $1,000 a month, we go to the calculator. And once we go to the calculator, what's going to happen is we're going to basically take whatever number they say and divide it by 30. So if they say $1,000 a month, let's take that and let's go ahead and divide that by 30 days in a month. That's $33 a day. So now that we know that they need to make $33 a day, we have to use that to our advantage. We have to take the big and bring it down to the small. So now what you're saying is, hey, if I could help you make an extra $1,000 a month, how much time would you be willing to put into learning this skill set to make an extra $1,000 a month? Now they're going to say maybe they'll be willing 14 hours a week, right? What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to ask questions to make sure that they like something, okay? Whatever they like, you love. You're going to have to be able to get their number, how much money they need to make on a monthly basis in order for this to be worth their time. And then you're going to have to get a time commitment that they have the availability to learn the skill. Now, the key component here is after they give you the amount of hours that they have on a weekly basis to learn this skill, what you want to do now is wrap it all up for the close. And what you want to say is something like, hey, listen, Stan, I understand that, that you're wanting to, make an extra $1,000 a month for this to be worth your time. And I understand that you have about 14 hours a week that you're willing to commit to that. Hey, listen, my only question is if the academy, if the resources, if we're able to help you make an extra $1,000 a month, just working that extra 14 hours a week, would there be any challenge with you sticking around for at least 18 months? If we could help you do that, would there be any challenge with you sticking around for at least 18 months in order for you to multiply that 1,000 and make more by mastering the skill within that time frame? They say, nah, man, if you can help me make money, I don't mind sticking around for at least 18 months at minimum to master this skill. Now, once they say they don't mind sticking around for at least 18 months, now you're registering in their head, this is not a get rich quick. Hey, listen, this is going to take you learning this skill. This is going to take for you to master. This is going to take a skill set. This is something that's real. Now that you've got the commitment on a monthly basis, how much they need to make, you got the time commitment, and you got the commitment of them sticking around, you wrap it all up to get them started. All right, Stan. So now that we know that, hey, an extra $1,000 a month is what we need to bring in. That's our goal. That's our target. That's what we need to bring in. We have the time commitment. You got the 14 hours a week that you can commit to this. And we know that you're willing to give this skill set at least a good 18 months. Could you see any reason not want to start today in order for you to start accomplishing your goal and start making that money? Could you see any reason, could you see anything that would stop you from getting started right away? Or how fast are you wanting to get started to accomplishing that goal? Whatever way you want to say that, whatever way you feel comfortable. But the key thing is you definitely want to say it that way. You could even say something like, hey, if I could show you, if there was a way, or if we could actually get you to accomplish that goal, how fast are you wanting to get started? How fast are you wanting to, get into the academy? You definitely want to close at that time. This is how you're going to legitimately take your business to the next level. You want to definitely stay tapped in. I'm going to tell you right now, the best investors, the best traders are those who are getting the residual checks, because once again, they're not emotionally tied to that money. Listen, this is just a quick synopsis of what it's going to take to get you off to the fast launch. Now, in that process, you're going to have access to a spreadsheet that's going to tell you exactly what to do in your first week, your first month, your first 3 months and on, in order for you to hit the different ranks, in order for you to hit the different leadership positions. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on sticking and focus on accomplishing each one of those tasks. I want you to stay in the chat, in the Telegram chat. I want you to stay active, because listen, if you are going to build an organization, build a team, you want them to be active. So you're going to have to be active. When someone comes on board, they want to see your name in the chat. They want to see you sending out screenshots. They want to see you marking up charts, you posting that in the chat. You definitely want to be on all the calls as possible, all the calls that you can make, the Zoom calls, the go lives. You want to be someone who participates. The more you participate, the more money you make. So you definitely want to be one of those individuals. I encourage you to also do a personal launch. Listen, this whole process is for you to do a personal launch. So we want to actually get your picture. We want to actually put you on what we call one of our launch flyers. Set up a date and time where we actually speak directly to your friends and family and showing them exactly what you're doing and how you're launching your business. This is how we're going to move off to a fast start. So your call to action from this video is I want you to actually have a target of where you want to get to. Send that to myself or one of the other leaders. And I also want you to have a 30-name list. Write that down and also put that list on our digital website. We have a spot on our website where you can actually put your 30-name list and have it digitally sent to where it comes to me directly. If you need help dialing your list, we can actually help you with that process. I guarantee you that if you take these steps right off the gate, you're going to find yourself not only making money in the trade side, but you're also going to get ranked up for the bank up on the business side. You are definitely going to be on track to actually hitting your goals on all levels. I appreciate you for tapping in, tuning in. I appreciate you for having a heart to win. Once again, I'm John Melvin, and listen, I definitely find it a privilege of working with you. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to doing life with you in business and actually getting this bag with you. I'll see you at the beaches and the banks of the world, because that's exactly where we're at in this investment group. Y'all have a good one.